of how long you live. You are important because of how effective you live. And most people are so concerned about growing old rather than being effective. The people who have impacted the world didn't live long.
Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the lie.
John F. Kennedy.
Children of the lie, children of the lie, children of the lie, yeah.
I mean, these
Children
people
of the
who
lie,
impact the world.
yeah. Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the
We're not
lie,
old people,
yeah. Children of
but
the
they
lie.
lived so effectively
Children of the lie, yeah.
that we cannot erase them from history.
Children of the lie, yeah. Children of the lie, yeah. Spirit looking like ice. Follow law so precise, yeah. How much I pay the price? We in here like lights, yeah. They ride our waves like bikes. Devil watches like yikes. We never do what he likes. And I'm watching all the demons, they sneaky. Yeah, they always coming at us like 3D. And I'm praying that the Ruach don't leave me. We bro and sis just like Dexter and Diddy. The devil always tries hardest to beat me. It'll never work like Stevie and Mimi. Y'all don't get it. Reality TV. And if you don't, then I understand.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass. Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Yes. You already know what we will do. Yes. Welcome to Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. Check out the background, y'all. Tonight is a special occasion. I don't think I put enough sugar in this. Oh my God. How you doing today? Welcome to Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. You're here with your host, Grace Levi. I hope you had an amazing day. Today is Thursday. I had to think of the day today. I'm like, oh my God, this week went by so fast. I first want to start off by apologizing to everyone who was waiting for me to go live last night. I clunked out. Yes, I did. I'm so sorry. About 8 p.m., my body was like, the bed is calling for you. Yeah, I could hear it calling me. So I took a nap. All right. So I do apologize, but I wanted to be fresh and refreshed. And I think it was good that I waited tonight because today we're going to do it a little different. We're going to have fun tonight. Now you see behind me, I have right here where it look like. Look where we at. We in court. So today I'm going to act like an officer or an investigator, and your guys are going to be the judge. Okay, I'm going to present some circumstantial evidence for you guys so you can give me as the judge and anybody else who's interested the right to get a search warrant. Okay, this is the people's search warrant, and today there's going to be some circumstantial evidence, some things that we just kind of put out there. Also, we have an anonymous tipster for you guys that kind of put all of this information together that I'm going to present to you. So today, the topic of the hour, thank you for being here with Grace Levi. I think this is going to be fun tonight. Let me put my beautiful lady on a glass. Now, these two ladies right here. All right, you see Miss Infamous Tiffany Hinyard. And now we're going to get to know her partner, or let's say the person who sits next to her in the Thornton meeting, which is known as the clerk, Miss Loretta Wells. Okay. Not many people know about her. She's really low key, but what we do know is that she consistently votes with Hinyard. Okay. So as a online resident, you know how I feel. I want to pay attention to everything. And what I have noticed is now that Tiffany has lost control over Dalton Good job to the trustees. It seems like she's trying to gain control over Thornton. Okay. So this is what happened over the last meeting that took place, I think, around September 24th. And this was an article brought out by Lansing Journal. So remember, tonight you guys are the judge and I am the investigator, kind of just putting some information out there for you guys to say, hey, should we investigate her? Because right now we're in a precious situation when it comes to Thornton. Because Henry got a few more months and she's been wreaking havoc. Okay. And any way she can do that, I believe. Let me put on a glass. Hold on, let me make me a little bit smaller. Put on a glass. This monster will do so. Monster. Look at her. Okay. So let's get to this article. Let's get people up to date what's going on. It's a concern with the residents. Will the vote count? Outcome uncertain after contentious Thornton Township board meeting. Now, this was after the last board meeting. They wanted to see, was that vote going to count? You know, especially since I think they didn't have the number of votes that they needed to allegedly have a quorum. We're going to read that. But again, the issue gets more intense because we have Mr. Jerry Jones, and we're going to be following up with some information with Jerry Jones on a later date. You know how we do. But he has retired, quit, gave his resignation. So we're going to get into that as well, which basically is causing the issue, I think, for Thornton residents. So let's go. Now, let's read this. Following a long meeting with more than a dozen items up for vote, Thornton Township trustee Chris Gonzalez acknowledged that much of the business might not be completed after all, with trustee Jerry Jones and Darnell Gray Everett, Miss Everett absent. Okay, so these two have been playing a dirty game. Now, we already saw Jerry Jones try to cop a fifth and basically say, if I did anything, let me know and I'm going to pay you back. And he kind of was looking like he was playing both sides when he was at the meeting, but he haven't attended the last two meetings. Okay. So will Jerry Jones and Miss Everett absent, both absent from the meeting? It is unclear whether the 2-1 vote will count. Excuse me. Or if at least 3 supporting votes are required for the motion to pass. Gonzalez said that he will be checking with another attorney from Delgado Law Group, not attorney Eric Drake, who served as the attorney during the meeting. So I thought that guy was part of Delgado. Let me put that guy on the glass. Is that who served as the attorney? Is where he at? Do I got his picture? Please don't tell me I took his picture down. I kept that man up here, and every time I want to show something, it just be going. You know which one I'm talking about? The one I be up there looking like putty. Look, let me find it. I think I got a picture of him. I thought he was with Delgado, so obviously he's not. But I'm just kind of worried about this Love Delgado train. You know what I'm talking about. Because, I look at Delgado like a Jamaican as well. He has 30 jobs. He's in 50 different townships. I'm blowing it up, but you know what I'm saying. So if we don't want our public officials to do that, I don't understand why would we want a law firm to do that. But I can see, Judge, should we look into that? Judge, should we look into that? Now, so the vote was in question. I still, excuse me, I do apologize. Have to clarify, but this is what it was saying according to this article. Motion to approve bingo has failed. And, she's still trying to hold bingo. That's something that we're going to follow up on too as well. She still says she's going to do it because she's super mayor. She got the money. She don't pay her rent, but we got enough to run bingo and give prizes over $600. Okay, so trustee Carmen Carles and Gonzalez voted against approving the bingo, citing the questions that they have about the cost. So the motion to approve the Gospel Fest was ignored. Okay, that is not even a question. Just stop. No, but you know what happened with the Gospel Fest? Basically, they were saying, "Hey, read into your petition. If you want to have it, let's look at it again. We got new rules in place." You saw Henyard argue with her lawyer. And that was a first. That was exciting. So motion regarding whistleblower protection approved 2-1. Trustees Carlos Carmen and Gonzalez voted to approve an ordinance related to establishing a whistleblower protection policy for Thornton Township. Cook County, Illinois. Supervisor Henry voted against that. Now, I'm gonna be honest. There should be, and I do believe there is a whistleblower protection law out there in Illinois. That's how many people are actually suing Hilliard through Dalton. And so I don't know how effective it would be to get this on town level, but let them do what they do. Motion to cancel National Builder software contract. Now, that was something that we highlight. I'm going to put it up there in the shorts tonight for you guys to remember this. Trustee Carmen shared her questions about whether the software was being used to target voters rather than serve township residents. She and Trustee Gonzalez voted yes to canceling the contract. So we're going to look more into nation builders. So that's what she was alleging that night. Maybe Henry was using it for political gains and buy votes, allegedly. Okay, so motion to create accountability department. You know, I voted to be part of that. Pick me. Okay, Trustee Carmen explains that she does not yet have a specific. Sorry, I know I hate that word. I'm sorry, I can't say it. Anyway, on that department or on the ordinance that would be needed for that. But she wants to keep the public informed that the board intends to create accountability department. She and Trustee Gonzalez voted yes to moving forward with creating such department. Supervisor Henry voted no. Now, just to put you guys where what's going on the back streets, allegedly, and even Henry kind of second what I was hearing out here in the streets is that Napoleon, that the gentleman, the elected official who we talked about, then I thought, it was some talk about him walking around with a petition allegedly. So we were thinking, like, is he going to be a supervisor too? But she was saying something about him basically coming after her and them using him to come after her. So that may have something to do with this accountability department. So we want to keep our eye on that. All right. Motion to establish a new salary ordinance. So they explained that the new ordinance would eliminate salary increase based on longevity of service for elected officials of Thornton Township, of the township. She and Trustee Gonzalez voted yes to approve. Supervisor Henry voted no. Okay. So that's something I think they need to readdress. I mean, we talked about the salary starting off at $11,000 for the trustees. That's kind of low. But, you go in there, you want to be a public servant, and it's supposed to be a part-time job. That can make sense, but not for a month pay. $1,000, less than that. They got to do a little bit better, but they got to meet people in the middle and not have Henry has such a gross pay. And, she allegedly inherited that pay from her predecessor. Okay, we're going to hear a little bit about him in today's allegations. Okay, now let's kind of wrap this up to, I think this is the last motion to separate counsel. So they were trying to basically say, hey girl, you need to get your own counsel because they suing you now. And I want to keep in mind that what I think I saw the other night when she got served in front of everybody, I do think when they put these court cases in, like, okay, they serve, they're basically going against Thornton Township, and then they say Henry in her professional capacity, and then in some lawsuits they say in her personal capacity. Now, I would assume the case will have to reflect something personal for that to actually, gain merit, because the judge can knock stuff off as the trial goal or whatever it is, whatever he feels is not suitable with law. But what that goes to say, I think that in some lawsuit may have something in the nature like that. That's why it was so detrimental for him to serve her, because I know the township got it. You see what I'm saying? They were serviced before, and it was held up to my knowledge because she didn't get it in her personal capacity. So we're going to follow up on that. These lawsuits, we read each and every last one of them, except for Jones versus Thornton Township. We're going to keep your eye on the on your notifications for that one. But we did read Thrash versus Thornton, Lawrence versus Thornton, and Dukes versus Thornton. Two of them was employment, or actually related to the school board and them trying to push their way through the school board. And that was those two individuals because they had connections through Thornton, through employment. And that's the problem. You got one person with 30 jobs. There's many people who need jobs out here. And I think they need to really put an ordinance about that. Okay. It doesn't make no sense why everybody has, hold up. Talking about 30 jobs, Keith Price, he's been named for like 3 jobs already. Okay. He got in trouble for that. They still ain't learned their lesson. So now this is one of the issues. This was another news broadcast from Thornton Township Lansing Journal. Let's just listen to this. And this is in regards to Jerry Jones that disappeared. His ass put that $3 million in a foreign bank account and said, I'm out. I gotta go. Let me stop. I'm just playing. We gotta figure out where he went. I know Dalton Politics got their eye on him. All right, so Thornton Township trustee Jerry Jones announced resignation. This is the dun 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 dun. This is the problem that has us here today to come to you, the judge, with circumstantial evidence and say, hey, the people, can we get a warrant? Because we're going to have to investigate Miss Loretta. We're going to make it make sense. Now, in his handwritten note cited personal and health priorities. So I knew it. That's so crazy because I was like, he said, I ain't about to have no heart attack over this. I'm close to getting my pension. I'm about to get the hell out of here. I'm not about to die behind this or go to jail. You remember we mentioned that? I said, he ain't trying to get in trouble. I said, he going to start working with them, doing what he's supposed to do. Prove me wrong. He said, psych alike. He said, psych your ass out. I quit. Okay, so Thornton Township trustee Jerry Jones announced his official resignation October 7, 2024. The note was provided to the clerk, Loretta Wells, who emailed it to Thornton Township board members yesterday. So this is it. It says, please accept this as my official resignation as trustee of Thornton Township, Illinois, effective October 7, 2024. It has been my appreciation for the it has been my appreciation for the opportunity to serve on the township board and to the residents, staff, board members, and administration. Period. Put a period there. And I ain't even talk shit because I'll be messing up too. I am deeply grateful for the opportunity. Please know at this time I must prioritize my personal and health life going forward. Okay, personal and health life. Personal health life. Okay, go ahead, Jerry. All right, Jerry said, I'm putting me first. Okay, Jerry served the trustees in Thornton Township for more than 10 years. Most of that time, he was with Supervisor Frank Zarelli. So you're going to listen to that name. And it's so weird. If you remember, I don't remember what video it was, but we talked about how Tiffany actually went to Frank Zarelli and, put her bid in to be a trustee, to go into politics. He supported her. Okay. Just to give y'all a heads up where you're going to start to see some connections. Okay. Okay. Remember that. Go look it up. All right. Now, so we will move on from there. I just wanted to, let me see if this say anything. Let's play this video and then we're going to move on. It's a 1-minute video.
Is the trustees here? 1, 2, and on the other side, 3, 4. We run this township. And we need to get things in order now because the supervisor and the staff work for these trustees. And these trustees work for the community. We work for the community, and we need to do our job. And it's not too late. So I want to express.
If it wasn't too late, you stay in for the long run. All right, Jerry? I'm talking to you tonight because you on the run eating. We got to send a message out to Jerry. All right, so we the people, we already in for y'all to judge. But right now, we doing a little press release too. To Jerry, if you listening, we got our eye on you. And we don't accept your resignation for the way it is, especially not at this time. You know what you did. It looked like you're trying to get a job somewhere else under the, this Hinyard tincture, whoever's protecting her. You like, listen, I'm going to try to, because I know I'm going to want to be on somebody's board. Let me just quit my job. Allegedly, okay?
Apologies, not just to the residents here, but the residents, period. My apologies for anything that has been going on in this township that shouldn't. We will get it right. There's no question to get it right. And one more time, I might say it again, but it's not too late. It's not too late.
Look at this lady face while he's talking. Look at her. Look at Miss Loretta with the black, all black. We got to pay attention to her, y'all. She's been laying in the low, in the trenches, in the back, cooking in the kitchen. Watch her face. Watch her mannerism and everything.
If there's some shortcomings on behalf of this supervisor, people have challenges, we need to correct it. We need to correct it. I'm acknowledging that. This board needs to understand our functions, and the supervisor, as I said, and the staff work for us. I'm going to say it one more time. The supervisor and the staff work for this board, and this board works for the community.
I'm going to stop that right now because Jerry Jones, I'm gonna rename him. It's Gaslighting Jerry Jones because he gaslighted us. He made me think that he wanted to save his pension. He wanted to do right by the people. I knew he wasn't feeling well. I knew this whole thing was making him sick by making his blood pressure go high. He said, I don't have time for this. But he dipped out. Creating room for Hinyard to cause mayhem. Okay? So let me see. The Tiffany Hinyard used shell game to subvert board spending unapproved tax dollars. This was in September. Let's not get to that. We're not bringing that up to you, judges. We're going to stick to the facts today. All right, let me see something. This is October 30th meeting, absent Miss Everett. Now, that's the next thing we're going to have to pay attention to her. Miss Everett better bring her old self to the meeting. Not today, but yesterday. You have a job to do, ma'am. These same people have to come up for election again. And I want you guys to keep that in mind. You say you're going to vote them out, vote them all out. And make sure that any other place that they try to get into, stalk them. Tell them about their history. Be petty like Grace Levi. Follow them state to state. Tell them you retired now. You can't work nowhere. Now, this was May 2021. And this is new and long-serving Thornton Township elected officials sworn in. So this was, okay, let's read it. It says, when you run for office, don't be overly excited and just say you are the man or the woman. The people will let you know that the government officials will serve the people, said Zarelli. So this is Mr. Zarelli, okay, who has served since 1993. I am so thankful for all the people who have helped me in my career. Now, we already know that he has some ties to Hinyard, helping her in her career, and a few other people as well. So this is ceremony took place in Thornton Township main headquarters, and I believe this is around May. Okay, Zarelli has been awarded Township Supervisor of the Year in 1996, 2007, 2012, and Thornton Township has been awarded to Township of the Year 3 times by the township officials in Illinois Education Conference. In addition, Zarelli is the representative of numerous other awards and honors, including the following. So a lot of people like Zuccarelli. I'm not going to go into Zuccarelli tonight, but I just want you to highlight that name, Judge. Okay, judges, highlight his name because you're going to start to see connections in people. And that's why we're going to have to do, and we're asking for people to help us with our investigation into some of these characters, because now they're in a position, in my mind, to be considered under RICO charges, as well as still actively participating in the takedown of Thornton Township and Dalton, if Henry got anything to do with it. Okay, so who you see in this picture right here? Oh, just smiling. And I'm not talking about Gonzalez, y'all. Let me stop, because I'm everybody. So these elected officials are connected to each other. So again, right here, Thornton Township Assessor. This is Miss Elton, and Thornton Township Highway Commissioner Gary Pippy. Loretta Wells will serve as the town clerk. So you're gonna see her. I think this is her with her hair at, because I know this ain't Loretta. I think this is probably her. So no, this is Loretta right here. Here she go. I do apologize. I'm like, who is that lady? There go Loretta right here. So you see them all together. Everything is happy. Everything is cool. We know that Henry has a connection. So our main person that we're going to be focusing on again is Miss Loretta. And the reason why we're going to focus into her is because she has possibly Thornton Township life in her hands. Girl. Good. So this young lady, when you do your research on the outside, you can't find too much, Loretta Wells, her duties of Thornton Township clerk as an essential part of the township government. As the official custodian of Thornton Township records, Clerk Wells safeguards, preserves, and manages all the documents and information for the public record and public access, ensuring transparency. So you guys have to be the judge of that, because I never FOIA'd out of Thornton Township. But I do know Mr. Roberts had, and I have an abundance of information. So I would assume she's possibly doing her job. I'm going to give you that. Possibly you guys let me know anything different. According to what I have been hearing, I don't hear a lot of people say we not getting our freedom of information requests from them. We know Dalton is a rat. Yeah, it's a rat. All right, but here, this is she may be doing her job, keeping things low. But right under her page, you can see right here, we are Thornton Township. In the picture right at the bottom, I think I could put it on the screen for you guys. It's her and her best friend. If you were my best friend, I want you around all the time. She's like, I love you, Henry. If you be my best friend, we can run the ticket all the time. All right, so pay attention to that. So we see a deep connection from them. That's nothing that people don't know. All right. So going a little bit deeper into Miss Loretta, I was looking at something, and we're going to get into her public information just a little bit. Let's see how much money she makes, and we're going to go down that yellow brick road. I'm going to go back on some, not tonight, but we're going to go back on some Dalton politics posts where they highlighted a lot of people's salary. And I don't know if I know they're hers. So if it's there, I'm going to go back and look at it, because we're going to follow up with this investigation. So here, because this is how much she made from 2021. And Tiffany in the building after this. Miss Tiffany, let me put her on the screen. Y'all know you want to be scary. I gotta put, somebody was like, she scared me. I gotta put her on the screen. She has been in office since 2021. So it seems like Miss Loretta Wells' information is not updated after this, but like I said, we're just starting our investigation, and we're just asking you guys, can we get a warrant? Okay, so 2021, this is what it says. This is the total pay. Maybe this is a bonus or something. It says employee Thornton Township. It's $2,280. Okay, maybe it was a bonus. Then it says employer Thornton Township 2021. So at this point, her average annual salary is $46,780. Now that is about the amount that they said they make after their second year or something like that. You remember they start off with 11,000 and then they go up the next year. So this sounds about right. So the problem with me is Where is the rest? So, do we have a right to go a little bit deeper to figure out how much she getting paid between 2022, 23, and possibly 24? Because it's not here. Okay. If you in the building, we probably need your investigation skills. You know how you do. Hit them up. They used to your freedom of information request, but that's something that we're going to be looking into to see what's her pay now under Hinyard. Okay, so these are some of the questions that we want to figure out and kind of figure out like why she look like she's so loyal to Hinyard. So as you go more on your investigation of this beautiful woman, we want to find out a little bit about her personal life. Okay, so here we're here, Tyler Media, power couple of the South Holland, Mayor Terry Wells and Loretta Brown Wells. Okay, so this was in 2021. This is a short thing. We're going to get more into it. Okay? Because when you look into Miss Loretta, you don't see too much on the outside. And I would assume so because she's a clerk. She should not have so much, going on, especially like Hinyard or anything. So the next thing is to look at her associates because, with white collar crimes, street crimes, things like that, they always have a down chick that's probably a good girl, look like a good girl on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to say, who's her boo? All right. So her boo is Mayor Terry Wells. He is the mayor of Phoenix. I think it's Phoenix Town, Phoenix Village. I think it's Phoenix Village. Don't kick my butt. I know it's not Phoenix City because I had to keep on Village of Phoenix. Okay. Because there's a Phoenix City. They had drama while I was looking at this. I was like, wait, they did that too? But it wasn't them. And this is Village of Phoenix. Okay. So basically, he is the mayor of the Village of Phoenix. So to my understanding and what I'm going to bring to you later on towards the end of this broadcast from our anonymous tip, they said it is a deep connection between, and let's make sure we get it right. We have Dalton, Phoenix, Dixmoor, and one more. Am I missing it? I think is in the article. Well, basically, the connection that we're going to highlight here is the connection between the politics and the police department. Today, we're going to kind of highlight some things about police departments, okay? So we know not only because they're Democrats, because there's people lived in these areas, ran in these positions or other positions and built their way up over the years so they know each other. They were cool, they wasn't cool, they ran against each other, all types of stuff, went to P. Diddy parties, allegedly. Let me shut up. Let's go. So this is her husband. So I said, what we going to do here? Let's look into Mr. Terry Wells. Let's see what's going on with him. So this is basically Mayor Terry Wells and Loretta Brown Wells. Mayor Terry Wells is a lifelong resident of the Village of Phoenix and is currently running for re-election. This was in 2021. I would assume he's running again. He was elected in 1993. So that's the first thing I want to ask. What is going on in Phoenix City? 1993? Excuse me. That's a long time. That's 30 years. Y'all kept the same person in? I know a lot of stuff happened. I mean, I'm used to rotation, different ideas, different perspective. He's set in stone. He's a fixture. So he has a lot of connections. So, and it's currently the long-serving African-American mayor in the state of Illinois. So he's the longest-serving African-American mayor. So he made history like Tiffany, okay? So prior to being elected mayor, he served 10 years as a village trustee. There's more information about that, but let me see. This one is Chicago Defender. Let me see. Let's pull this up. A little bit about his history. I ain't going to get deep into that until we find more. How can I say more critical evidence that he is not acting well? We're going to go deeper into his history, start to look at more of his connections. But I do want to hold on. Let me. I think it's more on this thing. This is why I brought it up. Let me take this off. I'm not gonna skip an article, because if I skip an article, I know I'm gonna miss something that I want to show y'all. Hold on, judges. Y'all let me know if something is weird here. Y'all know more about this area as well, so y'all be able to say, oh yeah, they connect. Oh yeah, no. Terry Wiles currently served as mayor, as we told you. He served his 8th term, making him the longest serving African American mayor in the state. Terry is also actively outside of the village of Phoenix. He is the past president of South Suburban Mayor and Managers, currently serving as a trustee. He's currently serving as a trustee at the South Suburban College, president of Thornton Township, regular Democratic organization, member of board of directors of Bank Financial and Pace. In 2018, he retired from Thornton High School. He was named Business Teacher of the Year. He is the recipient of the District of 205 Academy Enrichment Foundation Star Teacher Award and the Jefferson Award for Academic Excellence of Teachers. Okay, so he has a good background. I'm not seeing a lot of dirt on him. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Everything we're going to bring to you is circumstantial and allegedly, especially when you hear from our anonymous person. And I don't know why they cut his head off there. And cut that man's head off on that picture. Now, let's see. This is his LinkedIn page, which is going to kind of basically go into a little bit more, giving him a little bit, gives you a little bit more information, highlighting his business connections. I didn't go deep into this, but this is something that I'm asking you guys. Should we go deeper in this and start looking at his connections on LinkedIn? He gonna make his page private after this. So he is connected to the South Suburban College Boards of Trustees since 2001, president of the TTRDO, and endorsed by Frank M. Zuccarelli since 2008, vice president of South Suburban Mayoral Black Caucus, past president of South Suburban Mayors and Management Association. All right. So this is a little bit about our friend. Now, he's been a mayor for a long, long time. While he's been a mayor, there has been some things that has taken place. And I want you guys to pay attention how remarkably similar it is to what's kind of going on in Dalton, but maybe people are not paying attention to. One of the things that I told you is a severe problem in Dalton is his police academy and the way they choose police. According to some of my tipsters, there is nepotism in the police academy. There is situations where, I go after I'm going to tell about the police, but I'm going to have to tell what goes on. And this is how they get corruption. Allegedly, you got to play right to get right. They control jobs allegedly by, officers, they work full-time, part-time jobs. They do 2-3 things at one time, but they will stop you from getting another position if maybe your sergeant or your lieutenant that's over you don't like you and you want to transfer. Sometimes they will give you crazy shifts, switching your schedule up, doing things, putting you on night shift, doing things, that they're not supposed to do, especially when it comes to employment regulations. But a lot of officers shut up because there's a blue line, like a gang. I'm just playing, y'all, but I'm keeping it real. Also, this is their livelihood. So they kind of shut up because they want to be able to transfer and move forward. And this is something that I understand working in healthcare where, you have to take a whole class, shut the hell up, because your ass is going to be fat with especially in Georgia, as an at-will state. So I understand those dynamics and having to play your role a certain way, especially if you don't agree with the politics. Does that make sense? So this is some of the things that allegedly is going on, not only in Dalton, it's going on in Phoenix, Dixmoor, and Harvey. Yes, that was like Harvey. Okay. As according to anonymous tipsters. So this gentleman, even though we just read to you such a prestige, I had to put a picture of him because they don't cut his old bald head. He looked like his wife. They look alike. I wish I had a picture of them together. Don't they look alike? You look like twins. You're looking like brothers and sisters. I'm just playing. But, I just read so much prestige about him, Judge. I understand it sounds good, but I'm still putting my case together for you guys. Please, please, let's get to it. I still have more to present. So you're seeing the connections here. Also, he's the village president. I saw this thing and I'm like, wait a minute, I just had to put this up. So we have to question this. If y'all in Phoenix, why this man have 30 jobs as well? And he been the mayor for massive years. He got to be a millionaire by this point. And he holds this job. I don't remember seeing this village president, Terry R. Wells. This was on January 2024. Did he get demoted since then? Because I was like, what the hell? Wait, his name on is he? I thought he was the mayor. Okay, this is something that I think people really need to highlight with their local ordinance because this is out of pocket. I think, me as a person, I wouldn't want all those jobs. I'll feel like that's bad. I'll feel like I'm taking too much job. He even replaced Zuccarelli. Got loud. I'm sorry. He did replace Zuccarelli. Let's get to the article, okay? All right, press reader. So this right here was January 2022. Wells to replace Zuccarelli as the board chair. So you see, he was a predecessor of Zuccarelli, just like our favorite mayor, Hinyard. Okay, Judge, y'all seeing some stuff? Yeah, they probably was under the same academy when they were getting apprentices into corruption, allegedly. Okay, so the longtime trustee of South Suburban College has been named chairman of the College Board of Trustees. The first change in the position is nearly 4 decades. Terry Wiles, who is also mayor of South Suburban Phoenix, was sworn in January 20th to succeed Frank Zuccarelli, who was board chairman since 1987 and passed away January 3rd at his South Holland home. Wells was appointed trustee to the college board in 2021 and has been mayor of Phoenix since 1993 after serving 10 years as a village trustee. He is a retired teacher of the U.S. history of Thornton High School in Harvey and previously was president of the South Suburban Mayors, and we went into that. I just wanted to highlight that he took Zuccarelli's seat too. Okay, and Mahinya was probably cooking in the kitchen. All right. So we're gonna move forward. All circumstantial evidence, but I want you to see the connection between these people and why it is. I really think that the people are gonna have to hone in on this lady, put pressure on this lady about her decision she's made. Email her, make sure that she has the people's best interests in mind. Put her on Front Street. Right now, we're gonna have to, because what's going on kind of in Dalton is probably going on in Phoenix. Okay, so we're just gonna get into South Suburban mayor says their municipality, they need revenue and resources. So here you're gonna have Mr. Wells asking for some money. All right, so okay, we just putting some things together. Let's see what we got going on. And if we find out a little bit more about Phoenix in there, see what's going on financially, pay attention to their meetings. Let's see what's going on around here. So South Suburban mayor says their municipality, they need revenue and resources. So this was June 2023. All right, here you go. Municipality, I rub my head because I'm like, I hope he ain't pulling a Hinyard. Municipality leaders in Chicago, South Suburbans have ideas and issues and pleas, saying they need help too. While all attention about violence and tax relief have been center of the city of Chicago. It says Terry sat down to talk solutions with 4 mayors: Mayor Jada Curry of Linwood, Mayor Root Polk of Burnham, Mayor Terry Wells of Phoenix, Mayor Rogers Afqua of Markham. Okay, so these people are working together. They not including Hinyard in this right now. People are trying to stay away from Hinyard. Those 4 municipalities are among numerous suburban cities in the village lying just south of Chicago, the area from Calumet Park all the way to University Park in center of South Howland. I do apologize. Mayor Curry Polk, Wells, and Aphall are all members of the Southland Regional Moral Bank Caucus. That is the Black Caucus. What is wrong with me? I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me get my life together. I'm over here just messing up. I'll wake up. All right, this is my second live, and I've been pretty busy. I do apologize. All right, so we already talked about him being part of the South Howland Regional Memorial Black Caucus. We already know Wells, his part in this. Okay, so we're going to look into the Black Caucus and find out if Hinyard is part of the Black Caucus. Okay, these some of the things that we asked, should we investigate into? So as we continue down here, we know that one, he's asking for more revenue. We're going to see what he's asking for more revenue. So he says tax and economic development are key issues in the South Suburban, which is why there is a huge support for the third airport. So is he looking? Are y'all looking to build an airport out there? There hasn't been a strong economic engine in the Southland like that in 40 to 50 years. Okay, so they're trying to. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had a moment. Now, this is allegedly. Now, we were talking about when we were listening to I think his name is the independent investigator, and he was talking about basically what was going on in downtown Dalton and how a lot of the business properties were being sold through tax sales and things like that. And I was explaining to you guys that, you got Hinyard trying to revitalize the area, but it doesn't seem like she's trying to revitalize the area towards the community, but bring outside companies in, because a lot of those businesses was snatched, as you can see, via lawsuits, because she wasn't allowing them to open. She was doing controversy stuff like not giving licenses for no reason, all types of stuff. It's just like we were talking about Mr. Insom. So the aha moment to me, it looks like, and I'm gonna have to say it again, it when you think about Rico, it looks like they're trying to sell Dalton out. Like I told you, when I went down to Dalton really need revitalization. There's a lot of old businesses, things like that. But if you go 5 minutes out to the different towns that's out on the border, you're gonna go right into cities that look like Atlanta, looks like, has all some mom and pops, but it has a lot of more name brand stores, things like that. Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's. You don't have that in Dalton. So it looks like to me, just me looking at this, talking about they're going to want to bring an airport closer to this area. It looks like Dalton may, and I don't know geographically because I'm going to have to look. It looks like Dalton may play a part in some of this development, and why Tiffany Hinyard is doing what she's doing real estate wise, and kind of basically breaking the people, and gonna allow, if she continue to do as she do, the taxes go so high. And it's not just her, it's the board. I told you she was right when she talked about the board, the tax board, the school board, training rails. They all have their way of actually taxation, putting taxes on you guys. But at the end of the day, when you have state representative that's not capping it, these people are working together, it seems, to gentrify Dalton. I know I said a lot, but this is all my allegedly. I told you this is all circumstantial evidence we talk about tonight. That none of this is proven, but it looks like they're trying to sell out Dalton. I just had an aha moment. Maybe that's probably why I read this article. Okay, so they just asked for some money because they like, hey, we need something to bring people here, and if they bring an airport there, they're going to bring in people internationally there. That means the cost of living not only going to go up, but the cost of everything is going to go up, just like it always do. When you have an airport, it attracts tourism, it attracts people to buy in the area. Does that make sense? All right. That's why one of the things that I said is that you have to talk to the new mayor, the trustees about ways of you guys actually retrieving property, gaining property in your own area before it's sold out. All right. All right. I know I went to the left with that, but it kind of popped in my head like, wait a minute. I just want y'all to look at this. This is something that I just want to do a subliminal message real quick. Please look at these vehicles. These vehicles are Phoenix Police Department. And that's what we're going to get into. We're working our way through this case. We're working our way, Judge. Just tell me what I can do in the end. You going to give me the warrant or not? So Roy Wells is the chief of police. You heard what I said. I didn't mess it up this time. Roy Wells, not Terry Wells, the mayor, because you know Terry Wells got 30 jobs. Y'all was about to say he's the chief of police too. No. Allegedly, Roy Wells Sr., no relation. We're going to have to call Ancestry.com on somebody. Hold up. Y'all missed all the faces I made. I said allegedly, Roy Wells, because I got to do it again. Roy Wells Sr., the chief of police out there, is not related to Terry Wells, okay? Allegedly. Now, this is where we're going to get into the similarities of Thornton. We presented two people to you who have a good background. Doesn't seem too bad. Okay. I did find something that was a little bit troubling because, you know, that's just my spider senses for what I'm seeing them do to Thornton, how people being taxed out, that they possibly doing some gentrification, but I'm going to just shut up. We're going to keep looking into that. But those two individuals right now, we don't have anything directly to show who she is and who her husband is, okay? But we do have evidence to show who are the people under them. And crookedness is as crooked does, okay? Now, these trucks, I want you to pay attention to. And we're going to move forward. Remember the truck. Mark it, take it down, write a picture. Look at him. They don't look alike. They cousins. Let me put the shit. Let me put Roy up there. Look at Roy. Look at Roy Wells Sr. This is the police chief. Okay. We're gonna get into a little bit more about the police chief, but we're gonna get into some incidents. Okay. Chief Roy Wells Sr. has a total of 42 years of law enforcement experience. He is a retired commander who served for the Harvey Police Department for 31 years. Chief Wells is also a former chief of the Robins. Okay. Oh, you got to add Robins onto there. Yeah, I remember somebody saying Robins too. These places are connected. And as you remember, we talked about this rogue officer. I'm going to just have to put him on the screen. This rogue officer right here, he is doing exactly what you just heard. He is police hopping. Where my baby picture? I know I ain't take him down. There we go. Just like this officer is doing, jumping from police station to police station, we have other officers doing the same. So this is not a far-fetched story, okay? So you can see their connections. They know people. So please connect Robbins to Harvey to Phoenix. I mean, not only because Tiffany is under them, but we're going to talk about these people together. So this is a little bit about them. I just wanted you to know that. And Chief Wells has been serving as the chief of Phoenix Police for 2.5 years. All right. So now we're going to get into Phoenix Police Department proposing new protest policies, seeking public input. Here's what to know. Now, this was October 10th. Honestly, I'm going to look at what date this is because I don't like that. I don't like when I'm doing a broadcast and it say the exact date that I'm doing the broadcast. It be the news article because sometimes it just be an update. So I want to make sure I can give you the right date. But this is what they are proposing. I wonder who they're looking to protest, who they looking to come protest out there. Let's play this. Who they looking to protest?
And I'm committed to leading our department and protecting and serving all people with dignity and respect. Our community deserves it. and I nor my team will not settle for anything
Hold
less.
on 1 second. Hold on.
The Department of Justice.
Hold on. Let me just make sure, because this is looking like, I want to make sure that this is Illinois. Yeah, I told you that I was between two police, because it's Phoenix is all over. So I want to make sure that this is the town of Phoenix. Actually, I think this is the Phoenix that is in Arizona. They're having some issues too. I think this is something we need to talk about on a later date too, because we have a new series coming up. I have a surprise for you guys, and this may be part of it. So right here, they are getting ready for protests. There's some things going on in Phoenix, Arizona as well with their police corruption. I do apologize. I thought I took that down. I'm like, wait a minute. I read that, and that wasn't them. 2 suburban police officers indicted for extortion, theft during traffic stop. Now, that is what I want to show you. Okay? I do apologize, Judge. It's a rough day today. Jesus, I'm over here looking like Love from the YSL trial. Like, I'm putting circumstantial evidence together for these RICO charges. Let me get to some of the comments before we get to this. So Harvey ties. Let's start where I was at. There's a lot of comments. I apologize, girl. Guys, I'm trying to present my case here. Okay. So you want to know who's the silver-haired white guy at the far right? He never speaks. Somebody said that he was part of the school board or something like that. Y'all can correct him. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Let me see if I can put something relevant. I do apologize I didn't get to the comments. I want to present something to you, and I want to get our anonymous person up here to say her part. Yes, the clerk breaks the tie, and this is the clerk. So you mark her picture. We asking, can we do a thorough investigation on her? As we know, but I'm going to state from the beginning that sometimes they have the good girl, bad guy, or have the good guy, good girl, and pretend to be good and have a whole bunch of corruption going on under them. Okay, so that's what we're trying to present to you guys, so you guys can put the pressure on her, because I think no one has put the pressure on her. Right now, Thornton is in deep doo-doo if this person continues to side with Hilliard. So that's what we are presenting here. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button. We're doing things a little bit different, okay, tonight. All right, just because usually I bring like I try to bring the facts, but right now I was like, I can't totally bring the facts. I think we got to keep investigating, but I know she ain't right. I've been asking about who is this lady sitting next to Hilliard, quiet, being her friend. Thank you so much. I love you. Vacation in red states only. I had to stop. I was like, oh, here comes some political stuff. Here you go. I'm not mad at you. Yes, we have to fight corruption. Prayer for everyone who's moving forward. Yes, the clerk is an elected position. So she is officially fired by the people. I'm just saying. Do y'all agree with me? I don't think she is unbiased. She hasn't showed she wasn't unbiased. She quiet, but she's not unbiased. All right, so I agree. So in other words, the clerk is going to be siding with Tiffany. Yes, I believe so, but we have to watch. And I think if the people put the pressure on her and make her realize, especially if we got people like Ty and Mr. Roberts, hone in, get that information, put that pressure on her. Maybe she'll vote right. Okay. So Hilliard's ties to the school is the clerk in Thornton Township. Interesting. And also it was Andrew Holmes. You remember when we read the case? Andrew Holmes, once he got on the board, they try to make Andrew Holmes call a meeting, all types of. They just gave him the position and made him kind of like be the forefront of them kind of presenting Delgado. So they can put Delgado in there. And the school board taxed the most. Okay. All right, let's get down. We're going to try to move down because I still have a little bit. So there is more DOTTS. Yes. And we connecting to DOTTS than just Michael. Catch a dog Smith. Right? Interesting theory. Yes, that's what we're bringing to you, and we're just asking the people to help us investigate it. And this investigation also highlights that we have a call to action that y'all put pressure on her ass because I don't like the way things are going at all, and we don't need Tiffany to have any ups. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get back to y'all comments. All right. Hey, Mr. Roberts. Oh, welcome, welcome. The silver haired guy at Thornton Township meeting is Peppy. That's the one we was talking. Oh, okay, the highway commissioner. Thank you. I was like, I don't know who he is. He's retired at the end of his term. Okay. Roads and Bridges, I know they definitely did good in Thornton. Roads and Bridges was great. The account looked good, right? You can second that, Mr. Roberts, because we was looking at that. I was like, that's the only place that put money in and let it sit. You know what I'm saying? I only used it once for something, but it was nothing big. So thank you, Mr. Roberts, for being here. I appreciate you. You guys remember, we have to support Mr. Roberts. So if his court case is online, we're going to be 2,000 people in there. We're talking about we the witness. We ain't going to put observer. We're going to put witness. No, they're going to kick us out. But we're going to keep our eye on that. We already know that that's going to be thrown in the trash. If you don't know what we're talking about, stupid Hilliard, you filed false allegations. And Mr. Roberts going to kick her butt like he always do. All right. So let's continue down this with this theory. All right. So here we go. Now, this is going to show some of the corruption that's going on out there. Again, we started off by telling you we have an anonymous tipster that is very concerned about the police conduct that's going on amongst these towns together. We also showed you a subliminal message. The trucks. Let's pay attention to the trucks, okay? The cars. Yeah, I'm so happy Mr. Roberts here because I think you're going to definitely know what to do with this information.
In what is just the latest blow to this small Southland Police Department, a federal grand jury has returned a 4-count indictment against Phoenix Police Sergeant Jerry Snowden and Patrol Officer Antoine Larry, both charged with shaking down motorists during the course of traffic stops performed in both Phoenix and in neighboring Harvey. According to the 10-page indictment, Larry and Snowden engaged in criminal conspiracy between 2020 and 2022, agreeing to corruptly solicit and obtain cash payments and other things of value, including controlled substances, from occupants of vehicles that Larry and Snowden encountered during traffic stops in exchange for reducing, dropping, or declining to press charges against the occupants. In one case, the pair are even accused of selling illegally obtained drugs to a dealer and agreeing to split the proceeds. Today, the Phoenix Chief of Police released a statement that reads in part, "We have placed both officers on unpaid administrative leave pending the outcome of the federal trial. To avoid compromising the integrity of the federal government's investigation, we will offer no further comment." Neither Larry nor Snowden are in custody. An attorney for one of them telling me that it may yet be a few weeks before they are arraigned in federal court.
All right. So this is January 7th, 2020.
Mark and
2023. They were allegedly strong arming motorists, okay? Doing things and extorting them and probably putting D-rugs on them. This is only one story that we're going to share tonight about these police, but it sounds remarkably similar to what's going on in Dalton. Okay, now what we're going to do now is share our anonymous tips. Now, the audio, they're going to have to deal with it. I did my best. We want to make sure that everybody is safe. Everybody will be able to continue to live their life after they are on platforms and trying to get the word out. So just bear with me. Now, this is going to be basically the beginning of the icing. Okay? We're putting the icing together and we're asking you, the people, should we continue investigating this woman and her husband? Because it seems like they may be wrapped up in corruption. Hold on one second. Bear with me, guys. If they may be wrapped up in corruption. We just showed you one story. We only wanted to show you one about the police station because we already at 58 minutes. But I want you to hear what someone has been stressing to me for the last couple of months about the township. Also, we may do a little flashback and compare what I told you guys to pay attention to prior, the truck, and then what I saw when I was in Dalton. Let's get this playing. I pray that this play loud for you guys. Let me know if you can hear it.
Hey, Grace. I wanted to just say, for the record, Loretta Wells, the clerk of Thornton Township, really needs to be investigated. She has a husband as the mayor of Village of Phoenix, and he governs that village. And he has held like that position for a very long time. If you look up information, he's held, I believe, that position since, if not that position, a position similar to that since 1993. There's some very fishy information that's out there that I think that needs to be investigated. Loretta Wells works for Thornton Township, but her husband is Jerry Wells, and he's the mayor of Phoenix, Village of Phoenix. And what a lot of people don't know, because they don't talk, and because Tiffany's been in the news, Mayor Wells and Tiffany Hayden are close. Like, they normally do the breast walk together. They normally do the couple talk. They normally do the torch run. Everything. They lay low because of the situation that's going on with Tiffany here and Dog. And as stated before, I really think that she needs to be investigated. Also, the chief, Roy Wells, is the chief of Village of Phoenix Police Department. He was known to be double dipping, working at Robbins Police Department as a sergeant. And he was very, 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 he has a lot of skeletons in his closet. I will say that. Roy Wells worked at Harvey Police Department, and he got fired for double dipping.
That's
Roy. He was there for a long period of time. But when he was at Robbins.
So she's talking about Roy. And she's making allegations that I want you guys to listen to.
He actually took a lot of the officers that he has with him at Phoenix Police Department. Officers like Janet Oliveira, officers like
now, I will say this. All the names that we share is allegedly. I don't know these people, but you guys know these people. Now, so she's naming names that may be involved in compromising behaviors. And it involves double dipping, nepotism, and something else. Okay? I'm going to not hold it up.
Andrew Woodfield, officers like Deputy Chief Upshaw, Captain Deborah Board, officers like Estrada, officers like, well, the chief itself gave all of them a position when they went over the assistants. And like I stated before, the chief, I will investigate him because they're definitely tied in with his behavior on a lot of things that they got going on. And the vehicles that they take from Dalt, the vehicles that they have, from Dalt, they buy for little or nothing. And of course, the mayor, Terry Wells, isn't buying the vehicles. If his wife, Loretta Wells, is the clerk over Thornton Township, no. There's no. They have a lot of vehicles because they're hassling money and two, how to get over on a system, but how to make it look like they bought it from another village. But definitely I would look into that. I definitely want people to know, investigate Loretta Wells, because she just sitting there in the class. She's willing to do whatever Tiffany Union is saying, and she's not asking any questions. But she thinks she's safe. Her husband is the mayor of Village of Phoenix.
All right. So this is allegations. Allegations. All allegations. I need you guys to listen to this. Allegedly, she's saying that these vehicles that is coming and that is being sold to other municipalities are possibly coming from Dalton. We're going to do a flashback because this looks remarkably familiar, this truck. Can we do an investigation? Didn't you hear somebody say something about a car ring months ago? And I didn't understand. I'm like, okay. Now, let's just do a flashback, one more flashback, something that I think that you will find quite interesting, all circumstantial evidence, but we're going to listen to what Ms. Belcher asked during a meeting a couple of months ago. And this highlights why I don't have sympathy for certain individuals called Keith Freeman, because he was the individual that she was asking. I hope this is the right clip. Let's get it. Are we putting a good case together tonight? I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Thank you for listening. Today I am an investigator coming to you guys as the judges and saying, is this something that we need to look into a little bit deeper, to maybe grab somebody by the balls and say, hey, you better vote right before you get out of here, because you are not going to sideball the people. All right? Dalton has taken control, and she will not take control of Thornton. Let's listen.
Looking at the warrant list and the leases, we see roughly it started in 2022, December 2022, all of 2023, and we're in the middle of 2024. We spent almost $250 some odd $1,000 on these vehicles. If we keep the lease for the 5 years, which is 60 months, we will be spending $718,000. That's with the cost of and interest. We cannot afford that, so I'm asking that we look into the legal ramification of returning the vehicles, because most of them were signed without proper authority and right. So my discussion is to
Belcher, I hope you're watching, because if you can't find the vehicles that you're looking for, you may want to look around at the local towns around and start looking at those VIN numbers, allegedly.
Place this for a committee as a whole to move forward and looking to see how we can return those 3 Chevy Tahoes and 1 Expedition.
We can definitely discuss it, because I don't have any information as relates to what you're stating. Because you throw a lot of things up there that don't be true.
It's simple.
That's your problem.
I hope Tiffany about to get her shit repo, baby. She's like, well, I don't know anything about that, and yeah, let's go.
Take the phone out. Now you get it out. I'll file like you said everything you want to say, and then get mad at that. You say things up here that
I'm done. Hold on 1 second. Let me move forward, because I'm not about to let her have song and dance. I think this clip may be just one part of the video that I upload, because it was a second part where she followed up with this question and asked Keith Freeman. And you remember Keith Freeman was like, oh, why you put me on the spot like that? When he did that little stuttering joke, talking about, yeah, you were the stutter. Very disrespectful, trying to basically gaslight, make people look to the left, to the right. So we are 1 hour and 8 minutes into this broadcast. I have presented a lot of circumstantial evidence to you. And as I say, sometimes you can convict on circumstantial evidence. We have got to know a little bit about Miss Loretta Wells, not too much, because she lay low as the clerk's supposed to. And as we found out, that we know she's an elected official. And someone did put in the counter that the comments that she basically has no power, but she does, to make decisions, because she votes, and her vote really, really counts. So we need to know what type of person she is. And if that's not reflective in what we could see in the public, we may start to look at the relationships. That's how you do your investigation. Like, okay, if you're comfortable with this type of person, maybe you're comfortable with this. Now it makes sense to me why she's so comfortable with a person like Hinyard if she has a husband. Now, 13 years, you got tenure. You know what tenure is? You know how to behave. You know what to say. You know how shit go. You got connections. You just click, click, click. So the way we're going to have to find out information is from the people. You guys have been there about 13 years or probably longer. And you guys can probably dig up some stories about Mr. Terry Wells. But despite that, we do know, or allegedly, his chief of police is in hiding right now. Allegedly, because this is all alleged, and I didn't get to share this part, but I was also made aware that he has some gambling debts, and these people who are looking after him, this is all alleged, looking for him, don't really know his political ties, so he's trying to stay low. So we need to find out what's going on with that matter. Why is that happening under Mr. Terry Wells, that's been there for almost 30 years, plus 30 years. Y'all got to do something in Phoenix. They are a power couple, Miss Loretta and her husband. So now you can see why Miss Loretta is so comfortable with siding with Hinyard. That's why you see they like, if you were my best friend, I want you around all the time. Also highlighting that her husband and Hinyard was pretty much under Zuccarelli tenure. Okay? Now, I don't know a lot about Zuccarelli, but I know there's some information that's out there about him. And it seems like he got a few bad characters that's kind of stimped up after him and then took his damn position, allegedly. And not allegedly, but this one right here. I'm poking in the head like, okay? So, this is what I want the residents to pay attention to. I'm going to look at the comments right now, and we're going to close off with the comments. This is my message to Mr. Roberts. If anything made sense to you or Ty, I think you know what to do. Freedom of information, that ass, and start getting as much information as possible related to the looking at the VIN numbers. Somebody stole the cars. Did you sell the cars? And make a profit of a car you probably didn't own. And this is all allegedly. But now the picture comes together. Okay? So let's get to the comments. That's bad. Bad. And I will be getting more information from our anonymous tipster. As I say, I waited to bring some of this information out because it's all circumstantial. So I'm like, how can I bring this out? Like, this got to be, I got to... But because now that we have to look at Miss Loretta, it has forced me to go down a rabbit hole. And all of a sudden, when you said trucks, bought trucks that look just like the trucks that I saw when I was out there that had the breast cancer sign on it. So look directly into the cars that had like the breast cancer signs on it and things like that they kind of try to hype up. Look at those VIN numbers, y'all. Pay attention and see, can you connect them to other police stations? Allegedly. Now let's get to the comments, okay? She was going, let me put myself on the screen. She was going to be the tie-breaking vote, and she will side with Hinyard. Please pray for us as we go through this next 6 months with these clowns. And that's what I'm here to do. I am praying for you, and we're also here to put a call out. Call for action. Y'all better put your foot on her neck. Nobody been paying attention to her. Now she needs to know. She probably, I don't know if she care about being reelected, but right now y'all need to figure out who going to jail and who not. Rico. So I got you, Javon. We got you. We praying. We're going to win. Okay. So we talked about the roads and bridges. Yes, they did a good job there. It was pretty, they did good. Yep. That's what I saw. That was the only account that they didn't touch and mess up. All right. Shout out to Paul. Okay. As noted by someone else that said both Jones and Dots are under some type of investigation. The poster did not elaborate. That's what they say. The poster did not elaborate on which agency was investigating them. Well, I would hope it's the FBI. Show me where y'all get what poster. Show me they investigating them. I want to see the paperwork too. Show me paperwork so I can read it, okay? They need to be investigating, especially Smith, alleged pedo, catch a dog Smith. I'm saying that under my breath, okay? Allegedly pedo and catch a dog Smith. That video is out there with Dr. Nikita, who basically put out some receipts, and I don't think she come out a lot. She don't come out unless she coming out hot. So if y'all remember that video, I'll put it in the description where her and Jedediah had that conversation, and she came out about some very disparaging things about catch a dog pedo Smith. So they should be investigating him, okay? Because I hope it ain't that type of ring going on, because it's allegedly a car ring. I wonder why Roy Wells, the city police commissioner, related to mayor of Phoenix, who is Terry Wells. They are all connected. They are connected, but they saying that Roy Wells, the chief of police, is not connected to Terry, not family. They're like a Wilson out there. There's a lot of Wilsons out there, allegedly. But maybe we need some DNA tests, okay? We're going to bring him to court and swab that ass, all right? He ain't supposed to be under him. It sounds like a Burge, huh? Ronnie Burge. Same type of thing. It seems like they are all connected. Yup. All right. Thornton Township maintained 9.5 million of road that the village cannot afford to maintain. They also maintain township vehicles. Let's look into the vehicles. I'm sorry. I'm telling. We figuring this out. All right. Thank you to Paul. I told you all they are connected. Yeah, these people are connected. Let's keep it moving. I don't care for KFC. Oh, no, not KFC. I thought you was talking about Keith Price. No, you talking about Keith Freeman. Listen, all I'm saying is that personally, I don't know him, but the way he moved, I don't trust him. I would never do business with him. I would never. Not after that. I'm good. Not after what you did. You brought us through hell and back. And now you're talking about you a whistleblower? Ninja. You are in all of the lawsuits connected to your best friend. Let's put it on the screen again so I can say scary. She scared me. All right, let's keep getting down to these comments so we can end this live. I love you guys. Thank you for participating, being here with Grace Levi. Please hit the like button. We continue to grow and expand. You know what I like to do. Talk. I'm here for it. I definitely don't like neither Keith, but Dalton Boyd was right keeping Freeman in there because she will keep trying to put Smith in as the village administrator. Shit. Not after that restraining order. She can't do that. Everything is show and dance. She should be locked up, y'all. In my opinion, she should be locked up for what she did at the meeting the other day. She violated the court order. She was supposed to give him a heads up or whoever she wanted to fake elect, even though in the court order it said they basically have to have credentialing. They have to fit the part. It's within the court order. Like, you can't just keep putting people in there. The court said that it will be a severe issue if they did not put an injunction on them. That means that they knew them two ninjas was. Y'all see I ain't curse a lot tonight. The court knew. So nobody need no Keith. Shit. Please. I'm not doing that to you. You know, I just can't stand this. I can't stand that type. I can't stand a snitch like him. How you gonna do dirt and then you snitch? You supposed to be a goody telling. You can't do both. You better pick a side. That's all I'm saying. Loretta Wells tie-break votes is the only reason why Assessor Cassandra Elston is not Thornton Township supervisor. Okay. She got power. She got a little power. Sitting right there next to Hinyard. All right. So we need the old-timey detective board with yarn connecting all of these people. Yes. If I had the time for it, I'll put it right there. But I know it's somebody out there that's doing it. Somebody like Mr. Roberts. That's why she mad at you, Mr. Roberts. They kicking her ass. I ain't mad at your monologue or whatever they want to call it. I told you I ain't mad. Say what you wanna. I'll be having to restrain myself for keep calling her that word. And when I go look at my videos and I say it so much, I'll be like, oh my God, it's just a turn off for me. So if she could just get me there, she could get y'all. I know she could get you there. So okay, so it still seems like she is doing whatever she wants to do, allegedly. Not in Dalton. Let's come on, keep hope alive. We just had a good 2 weeks. Come on, Ortiz, it was good. She just came and kind of try to do it like a little uppercut. She missed at the last meeting. Came in there. I told you she crashed out. She came in there, put her stuff and got out. That's crash out season. That means that she's losing. Basically, that's what I believe. Okay, so this is what I want to say to you guys. I love you guys. We have a few more releases today. We're gonna do some, not today, this week into next week. We're gonna do some releases and some flashbacks so y'all can remember who the hell is Tiffany. And we got a little surprise for you as well. I want to say thank you for being part of the Uncensored Enlightenment team family, Levi family. We are under Levi Productions, so you do see we're putting different broadcasts up there, so please check it out. Nurse Lashley was up there talking about Ozempic today. So with that goes to say, I love you guys. We're going to sign off with a little bit of Children of the Light music. If you like this music, it'll be in the description below, okay? Hit the like button, please.
Frequencies like a satellite TV, discern the spirit, so I analyze easy. Wickedness in the spiritual realm. They can try me, but it ain't gonna be easy. If it's beef, then I end them all easy. It's going down just like French's or ZZ's. Children of the light, yeah. Children of the light, yeah, yeah. Children of the light, yeah. Children of the light, yeah, yeah. Children of the light. Children of the light, yeah, yeah. Children of the light. Children of the light. Children of the light, yeah.
And therefore, when you have a purpose for your life, it disciplines your behavior.
Children of the light.
And chooses your habits. Purpose gives life meaning.
This is hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass. Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
The real estate market often seems like a distant world where only an elite of experts is successful. In a time of so much uncertainty in the air and bad news, realist investing can seem intimidating. But today, I want to tell you that if you make the right decision today, you can enter the real estate market from the back door. Bad credit record? No credit at all? Do you dread the idea of having a home loan? Do you dream of owning investment properties? You are in the right place and right time, because we have created a program which is a tax lien and deed investment online course of only 14 hours. This course is specially designed for people like you who have big dreams. You will learn at your own pace and everything from your home computer. This is your chance. Join our membership for $19.99 a year. What are you waiting for? Visit our website primetimehomebuyerBuyback.org and sign up today for course access.
Hold on, y'all. I got one more announcement. This is personal to me. Let me get this thing off the screen. I was supposed to do it in the beginning. Today is my actual birthday. Where I gave birth. My son is 21 today, and I have my own little cheesecake. I forgot. I got my own little cheesecake and a cup of tea. This is 21 years of heartache and pain. And I want to say thank you to me. I did a good job, no matter how much them kids drive me crazy. This is my cheesecake to myself. Someone had said, happy birthday to you. I was in labor for 24 hours. 7 p.m. the night prior until about 10:30 the night of 10/10/2023. So I'm going to put my boy on the screen. This is my son Seed. I want to send a loving and blessed, like a happy birthday to you. I love you so much, no matter what we go through. I'm your mama to the end. And all I'm going to say is stay dope. I'm going to put his commercial on if I have one up here. I hope I do. He is a customizer and he's a hard working young man that's in college right now to be an electrician as well as run his business. So let's put him on the screen. This is my boy. All right. Today has his birthday. He turned 21. And I was supposed to do this at the beginning of the thing, so I do apologize. I was so nervous about my circumstantial evidence. And let me show y'all one more video so I could just tell them I love them. Y'all know how it is. It's really hard to raise these teenagers. They drive you crazy. But I'm going to share one more. Shout out to Shoe Pound.
Experience a global adventure with our Mineral Wash Cut-Off Sleeve t-shirt, featuring a unique design inspired by cultures worldwide. Perfect for any occasion. Add it to your wardrobe today and join us on this epic world tour.